everyone! Here we are! Again. Disco Elysium! Yay! Wait, I need to put my Twitch channel so I can see myself. So, sorry about being a little bit late. First of all, it's just that I had to do a little bit of things for work. Yeah, believe it or not, on a Friday night, people contact still to ask questions for work. That happens. So yeah, I was about to start streaming. Well, I was preparing myself at 8:30, and then all of a sudden I got a message from work that I needed to attend immediately. So yeah, but well, so. What were we doing in Disco Elysium? I don't remember. Yeah, and I put the stream. No, well, I can't remember the name. Fish Connection. I don't know. So Journal. Interview the Wild Pines representative. Find a representative of the logistic company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere. Oh, okay. That I didn't remember. Interview the union boss, but that one I need to enter the building, right? Find out who is in the union box. Oof, they're not there today, but most likely eventually show up. Okay. The pissing competition. I don't know what is this one about. What is the rest of the armor? Go to the harbor gates, ask the Jolly Mask about the armor. Okay. Find booze and drink it. End of day debrief. Oh yeah, this one is at 10. And what time is it now? I don't even have an idea. I cannot see the time. Pay for damages. Nobody's giving me money. So let's save. Track down your badge. Yeah. Okay, this one is to who put the clothes in the trash. The victim's tattoo. Ask around about tattoo's possible meaning. Send victim's body to processing. Yeah, but I wanted to put the body in the fridge first, so then we can do more search, because it was something about the fridge. Check out the fridge in the commercial building across from the Whirlings. So that's what we are doing now. Sing on the karaoke. Get hold of a sad song on tape. Okay, you need to find a sufficiently tragic tape. They then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. I could go back to my room for that after. And then track down your gun. Okay. Cool. That's what we needed to do. So I wanted to go here. I think that's what I was about to do in the last stream. Can I?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Okay.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
No, it's not what all I care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
Yep.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Okay.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands.
Seminese. Okay, the Seminole Island down south.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
And what about I open them? Pull open the curtains?
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Okay.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hands has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? What is she talking about?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Okay, I heard there's a fridge there that I need. This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid? Okay, I heard there's a fridge there that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hands fly over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
What powers?
The curtains do seem frail suddenly.
What
Not
powers?
robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I'm going. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Yeah.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
I'm just opening some curtains. What the fuck?
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Okay, rhetoric. I will listen to you.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
Okay, both of my voices are saying to be careful. My rhetoric and my inland empire, so...
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Ignore the curtains for now. I'll talk to her. What do you want? Why you don't let me open the fucking curtains? Now I want to know.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance,
Can
and
you just
biographies
shut
of
up?
famous people.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Because there is a fridge there?
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
Well, she told me to talk to her, but you know, just for something else. What the heck?
She recites it like it's a poem, or like
Yeah.
she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Why are you still talking about books? Are you trying to pull a spell on me?
A spell? As if. This place doesn't need any spells or hoodoo mumbo jumbo. This place has wonderful energy.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight lip smile. Why I cannot talk today? Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Okay.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. What did I ruin?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
It moved? I can't see. Oh, Annette mentioned that the previous tenant have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
What the heck?
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Maybe you are, because you are so annoying.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Why didn't you just tell me right away? It's the curse.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Okay.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Yeah, let's write down in my dictionary. Void wraith. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She knows that the strange case-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Point at her necklace.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion.
Oh.
It's to compel people to buy books.
You say shamans, I say shaman. Okay.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. Ooh, I don't care about the curse, I just need to go to the fridge. What the... Why did I hear money in sound?
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
But I need to
Leave
go there.
the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Seriously. Oh! Convince her to let you investigate the Doom commercial area. Very high because of my drama. I help Annette as well on a quest to freeze the body. Okay. Yes!
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Mom, I came here to help. I handled paranatural situations before. What is that money sound?
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyonds call out. I have returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives. Nah, I like the first one more. I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
That's fine.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I have my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Well, I just came back from the dead or something.
Here we go.
Oh, your words brought me here in the first place. The Simonese blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to divide all the bad energies. I'm going to choose the first one.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are not much for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
A hand on your heart. On my honor. I'm a fucking liar.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Okay.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for how I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney. The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Okay.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains.
Yes!
Take it.
We got it.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Okay.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Oh, thank you, Inland Empire. That sounds lovely.
What you discover? Probably just office space. And the damn fridge. Don't be scared.
I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Okay, no,
You-
The
nothing.
woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Okay, let's leave. Let's go! We got access to the fridge. Wait. Investigate the Doom commercial area. People say the commercial building on the plaza is cursed. No business will ever thrive there without going bankrupt. You promise Pleasance you'll look into it. Enter the sealed door behind the bookstore and find out what happened to the companies there. Search for the malignant entity. Pleasance said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. Okay. Let's go!
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull the curtains open.
You
Here we
see
go.
a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A small terrified O escapes from Pleasance as she tried her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. It's all right, ma'am. Everything is good. What's this? Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Who is this? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a woman. There's nothing else I can click? No. Okay, let's go.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Break down the door. No, unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key.
What's the
It's
point
eerily
of
silent.
fighting?
The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go first. No, I'll go. Open the door and enter. I'm brave. Kind of. Sometimes. Oh. Okay. Oh. Sun is dripping from a punch bag. What does it mean then?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty train and equipment. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Oh,
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
what if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages? Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here.
Yes, because it's closed.
Yeah, Kim, you're right.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Okay. Can I... Oh yeah, I have my flashlight. Can I hold it? How can I... Can I remove... Wait. Can I? Tools. No, wait. Oh, there. Oh, I can still wear the gloves. I like to wear the gloves. I don't know why. Okay. I have a flashlight now. What's this? The poster says seat used for this. The rest is worn off. Smells like leather and sweat. Lovely. Oh, what's this? Shot football. 13. Yes. How can I sell it? Shot football. Oh, I need to find out how to sell things. What's this?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Okay.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights.
My neck hurts.
Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
My strength is bad. But
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collar? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Not this collar. Just gave me +1. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Okay.
It's just a memory.
Okay.
A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Those times when I was young and fit. I remember those times. I'm not going to. That. Oh. What's this? Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. I think. Oh. What's this? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Okay. So dark. Ooh, this is spooky. They start to be spooky. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Ooh, the music is getting spooky as well. I like this. What's this? Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Oh, is that a mannequin? Jesus, what is this place? A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Ooh. Take money! Yes. What's this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Ooh.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Okay, Welkins. Is that like elves?
Translucent welkins, with organs shining
okay,
under
they're
their
not.
skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
What the heck?
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Yeah, maybe.
You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin.
Alright.
One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the Welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like
Hey,
cracked marble.
Moses!
This is
You
clearly
need to
a
take notes
Welkin
with this game.
supremacist.
Yeah.
The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face white and scarred like cracked marble. Oh, wow. It's like so complex. Welkin supremacist. All non-Welkin races will be purged.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
This sounds like Lord of the Rings. One ring to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Okay, I want to ask all the questions. This is my problem with this game is I'm taking forever because I want to know everything.
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Yes, we can see that. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
The lieutenant notes at the Welkin's facial hair. Yes, that one. Has grey hair. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Yeah.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
This is a game inside a game. That's a crazy thing.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Oh, it's so good to be the reader in this game.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay, inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Okay, keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield
it's
in
like
the
a-
final days.
It's like
Only
a
failure
failed
and regret
project.
dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness. Yeah.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Oh, it's a role-playing game. So cool. Wow. Okay, I love this.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard.
I want to
covered
click
in
again
scribbles,
just because
sketches,
it's
and
fun.
some of the writing has faded with age.
Yeah. I know. What's this?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button.
heck
A
is
piece
that?
of paper still hangs from the printer.
Oh, wow.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. A radio computer.
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
Yeah, but come on.
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned
My
radio
esprit de
computers.
corps is interested by radio computers, of course.
This is the Ream Civic radio.
Oh, and my
computer,
interfacing.
Model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Now everything explodes.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent
Ooh, the
play and print
music.
keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
The lieutenant knows, observing the machine. Press play.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Oh, I need to find a tape. Press play.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I need to find a tape. Oh, focus it. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. What's this?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn
What
in
is
blue
this, a
and
fireplace?
red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels.
This is where the
on
witch
alabaster
lives.
skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
What the heck is Byzantic? Hold on, how do I know what Kedra mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we are dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can
Oh,
listen
hey,
in
Doom
on any station
Training.
it wants.
How are you? I'm in a world that is so complex. The Game Master Frequency. This one can listen in on any station it wants. What?
They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap.
Wow. Wait, who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Wow.
A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
I've been wanting to play this game, but I'm afraid it will challenge my worldview. It will challenge your worldview, your time as well, because I don't know, is this my fourth play or third? And I'm still not even like, I was just checking my task, and I have so many, and I still didn't do anything. I completed only these ones. Look at all the active ones. I cannot imagine how long it's going to take me, but that's the best. It's such a complex, it's also worlds inside worlds. It's like, oh my god, I'm blown away. If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Look at how even like the words. I'm like, what? The pronunciation. Oh, this is so beautiful.
All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of Earthweight alone must have been huge. Yeah.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
So, there's no one. Scribble across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Yep, let's go to this side. This is like the most advanced RPG I ever played, that's for sure. This is so complex and I love. Oh, I found money. More money. Such a big world. What is in here?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? I think it's just a failed business, to be honest. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. Nah. Someone tried to exercise the curses in technology. I think it's just a failed project.
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
Okay.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Yeah, kind of like what I'm playing.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
This is like a world where, yeah, internet doesn't exist and everyone was trying to make multiplayer without, like, internet, so...
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
It's very funny because, like, I was just thinking, you know, my dad used to play back in the 70s and the 80s. He used to play chess by correspondence, right? And now with the new era, you know, he started to play a few years ago again, but just play by, you know, chess by email instead. Well, slowly, you know, he plays championships online, and now slowly he became like a grandmaster, and you know, he won a lot of tournaments. And I was just thinking, like, how it's so funny, you know, like it didn't matter that before we didn't have the technology, people were trying to do the same things as before, but in a different medium. And now it's just like, you know, it reminds me of this. You know, people just trying to play multiplayer, so they were using radios. So.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Yeah. Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
Yeah, this is like the poor area, so it's just like, oh, you know, we took like so long to have internet even in you know, in my country, in Argentina. Like, I remember beginning of 2000, it was still not chess grandmaster. Yeah, it's like, I'm very, like, when he won, like, you know, the grandmaster title, I was like, wow. He continued winning championships still, even though, you know, he's old. Yeah. And, you know, just like internet in Argentina, when I was beginning of 2000, it was not very common. Like, I remember my parents, they put back then internet in my house, and I didn't know anyone that had internet in their house. But I know that in other countries it was so common already. So I can understand this story, you know.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before.
Inter-isolary?
We just don't have the technology.
This was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game. with heat death thrown in.
Wow.
Super cool. Someone
Super
should give
cool.
them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
And I love how we conclude the conversation. Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The lieutenant tilts his head thinking. Oh, well, do we have any money? Let's give them more money. No, I barely can pay my debts, so they were insane if they thought they could do this, yeah.
yes, especially in here.
The lieutenant looks around the derelict room. The pipes hold and a rat crosses the floor in front of your feet. Amazing.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay, I got some experience. What the heck is in there? Here. Skis with slipstream. Slipstream, yeah, painted on the laminated top layer. Okay. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Anything here? Production schedule, filament memory. What? Take it, take it. What's that? I can sell it for 50. How do I sell things? By the way, I still don't even know how to sell things in this game because I would love to sell this and this because I need the freaking money. Okay, is there anything else? Nope. Wait, I think that's the door, right? Go there. Okay. I want to know about like that chimney and that woman that she was talking about, but what the heck is in here? Oh, more money! And magnesium. I think I need... Can I get... Yeah. Let's heal my morale, because before, yeah, we ruined our morale. I don't remember how. What is this? Oh, that's a fridge!
You see a terrifying ice bear
That's the
with a strange
fridge.
compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes
This is
are
what we
glowing
needed.
red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you.
Yes!
You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Yes!
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's the fridge, remember?
Of course, a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Why? He was going to shoot inside the fridge? Dude, calm down. It's not a real bear.
Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, let's look inside the refrigerator. Finally, we find the fridge to put the body.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City.
Ew.
A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses. Take the note from the door. Oh, something is flying. Yeah, let's say
It's
this.
certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
Good.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
My esprit de corps is saying weird things.
Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Great. I can kill more people.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Wait, I wanted to read. Okay, let's do this. Clap your hands.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes.
Why we need to listen to all that noise?
The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
There you go.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
A dead body in a nice bear fridge. Really? You think it's good work? This is like watching a film. Now, where's my popcorn and M&Ms? You know what? I want M&Ms now. Jesus. It's been a while that I don't have one.
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this room.
This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We are artists, and this was her vision. Now, yes, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge. Like, really, dude, we completed one of our tasks.
As impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory among numerous
Oh my
defeats.
god, Kim. You're such a... He's a party pooper.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
I just needed more time because the body said that there's more to know about him.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Tell me something, dead man. There you go.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
There, we are talking again with my dead body. How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Coppelangelo.
Coppelangelo. I don't have any news, but who killed him?
Love did me in, brother Copo. It was love.
He's still
all
saying
along.
the same. That love killed him. It's like Freddie Mercury, you know, love kills.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Oh, memento mori.
If possible, also see me in your dreams.
Okay, so I can do more. Do I have points though? I don't have extra points, right? Oh, but I can. Can I? No, I cannot internalize new things because I don't have spots. Yeah, I need to unlock them. Unlock a new slot to research the thoughts. How do I unlock new? I don't have points. You do not have enough skill points. Okay. Can we try anyway? It says you might retry it. This is a white check. You might retry it. So let's try. Anyway, 58%. Let's see.
Your arm
Yes!
reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
Ooh. What is this? What did I find?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Oh. Crawl up his nostrils. Squeeze his nose. Crawl up his nostril.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Push your fingers in his nose.
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
He's got something in the nose?
The thing you're looking for, it's not there.
Ah.
Crawl out, spider.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Okay. Play with it. This feels right. Ooh. Open your eyes and look. Let's say play with it.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth.
You know what? This reminds me of The Silence of the Lambs. Like they were finding something in the throat, you remember? And I think also Twin Peaks. Play with it, yeah. In Twin Peaks, the bodies didn't have like something in the throat as well. I have to watch Twin Peaks again. It's been so long, so many years. I need to watch it again. I watched the new season like a few years ago, but I mean like the first and second season.
Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Okay, open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
What is it?
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Okay.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're
Sorry
after.
about my belly. An abrasion collar? Say abrasion collar? Say fuck yeah! Touch it with your chin. I'm going to say fuck yeah.
Keep going.
Touch it with your finger gently. Okay.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem? Push deeper, feel around first. Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Okay. Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
What the fuck? Reptilian complex?
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
I know, he's freaking dead. Thank you, conceptualization. Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres, let's say it. This is what I'm talking. When there is like dialogues like this, it's because I'm talking to Kim, and I think this is just our actions, right?
The lieutenant answers
Yeah.
with the sound of his pen on paper.
Writing down. Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Oh my god, this is so grim. Yes, and I'm wondering, how did I get, like, basically, for what I understood, I put first a finger up his cavity of the nose, right? And then that didn't work, so then I put on his mouth. But, like, if I put on the mouth and going up, he has a hole in there. And, like, but my finger, if I put a finger inside my mouth, I don't think it will go higher than the nose anyway. I don't know. This reminds me kind of as well of like what the Egyptians used to do, you know, removing the parts of the brain and like, you know, doing it from the nose. All the rituals, you know, for mummification. Wriggling.
Your fingers reach toward his skull.
Okay.
His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
How, putting my fingers inside the mouth, I ended up in the freaking brain? I don't know.
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Oh, this one is high. I feel a solid object right under the skull. Let's talk with Kim.
Can you get to it?
He searches his pocket for something. Let's inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside.
Huh.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
The lieutenant leans closer. Okay. I even have very high because I have the precise spot of exit wound. Yes. Great. So what now? What did I find in there? His brain.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist.
Thank God I
Between
put the
your
gloves
fingers,
again.
A small flower, a blossom made of lead.
A flower? Made of metal?
A bullet.
Oh, it's a bullet. He got shot. The lieutenant puts a small black mark evidence under it. He was shot. How we didn't see? We didn't see it because he got shot from inside the mouth. Oh my God! That's why there was no mark in the skull. And that's why there's a hole inside the mouth. Oh, drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it?
Of course. You deserve it.
The lieutenant drops the bags in your hand. It feels light. He's admiring me now, after all this work.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth.
Someone shot him inside the mouth.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Yeah, so then he didn't die by hanging. We were right on saying, no. That was not the reason. Yep.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death.
Yeah.
And the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yeah. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment, yeah.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed. And that's why the traces in the mud, that there were, heavy marks in the mud, because they were hanging, they were bringing already the dead body. Yeah.
I have had my doubts for a while now.
Yep.
Since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck.
Mm-hmm.
There have been other signs too. Small things. We
Ooh,
were
I had
right
a
not to
secret task
assign hanging
completed.
as cause of death, as the
Yes.
perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Yes.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
He started to like me, Kim. That's good.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hung him. I don't think so, because they shot him in the mouth. So it would have been very hard to shoot someone while hanging him. Who will do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
I could ask that, but maybe they shot him while they hung him. I don't think so. But let's ask him.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here.
Yeah.
Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Yeah, especially because like for me the angle would be almost impossible. You know, if you're like someone hanging on a tree and you put a rule out suicide, no, we could say maybe he commits suicide and then someone hang him. That could have been. But yeah, it would have been almost impossible to put a rifle in the mouth of someone while they're hanging on a tree. So why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer?
Yeah.
The real motivation? What really happened here?
I think I need to wash myself. Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
Yep.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Maybe I think I need to wash myself, let's say.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Yes, I need to go and wash myself. What happens next?
We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. The body bag should contain the odor for the duration of the transport.
Okay.
I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. No problem.
Well, let's just put him. Let him be in the freezer. Why not?
One more thing. This was really good work, detective.
Ooh, he likes me, and that healed my morale, even though it was already healed. Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
What was it? Oh, I want to know. Wash off the death smell. You reek of death. Wash it off. There's a bathtub in your room in the Whirling in Rags. A good place to visit once you can have some privacy. Yeah. Oh, I have a point to level up, but I'm going to leave it for now because I sometimes prefer when I'm having like a tough situation and I need to level up in something. I prefer to use it on that opportunity instead. So I'm going to leave it. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge or the decomposing body in it. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Ooh,
Even
vanilla.
under this stench, you can feel it.
What is a giant bird-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they try to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice.
Yeah.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. Yeah, I was also about to say, why is still, like, connected to the electricity? Why?
The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us.
Yep.
Indeed. Refrigerated meat is much better for coroner's work.
I want to leave the corpse for now. So let's close the door, and I want to investigate a little bit this freaking place. Oh yeah, autosave place, because I did a good job. What is this? An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Ooh, what's that? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here. Oh. Yeah? What's this? Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Okay. Oh, I was like, what? I found the weapon?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment. Yes.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifle scheme.
Are these any good?
The lieutenant steps closer, curious. Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in
Do you
better
think that
cosmetic
this is
order than the others.
Maybe this is the weapon they used to kill the guy? This one looks nice. Take the
That's
rifle.
a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
An old Magrave, maybe, from the revolution. The lieutenant knows he with approval. His eyes are gleaming. No longer functional. What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Wow. Cool place. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay. So, I have a freaking rifle. It's only worth 1132. That's sad. I thought that will be more money. Okay. What's this? Go there. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Oh, wait, there's something there. Oh, money! And I got an health item. Yes. Great.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
I'm not going to unplug anything. Let's leave it for now. Oh! An insane mesh tank top. And it gives me more drama. I don't need more drama. I have a lot of drama already. Oh yeah, I never checked this one. I forgot. Hey, Polly, how are you? Happy Friday. Handwritten note from the fridge. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note is written with a blue
I
pencil
forgot
on
this
a
one.
piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Okay.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. Oh yes, happy Friday the 13th, but you know, I don't believe in Friday the 13th, I believe in Tuesday the 13th. So, for me it's just normal. Just another day.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Wait, oh, there you go. My light, sorry. I was just changing it a tiny bit. Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
The literary ginger kid.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Remind me again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Do I listen to disco tapes?
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Okay. Who's the literary ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Oh, you mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what
that's
to do
why
with
he
it.
knows about the
He'd probably
fridge.
try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Well, we saw quite a lot of them.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
That's what I was saying. Put the note away. Cool. And what was this? Oh yeah, the bullet mushroom out on impact. It now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
Okay.
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet? Am I going to... Okay that I talk with dead bodies, but am I going to talk to a bullet now?
What?
The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Okay.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
Okay.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacket bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay.
Yes?
It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Military grade.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Interesting.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange.
I see.
I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Kim is liking me a lot lately.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Yeah, this game is long. I know in Inland Empire. Thank you for telling me. Oh, this one is higher. Fill the bullet through the back, though.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Okay.
You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Oh no, I have 92% because I have a similar rifle on hand. It was so good that I went for the rifle first. It gave me +4 points. That I didn't investigate first the bullet. That's great. +1 aware of the name of the antique ref rifle you found, and +1 encyclopedia said this came from a breech loader. I was so freaking out. Good, okay, let's try it.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46
I'm so
millimeter
good.
from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
The make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer.
But that's what
the
I
BM
have.
dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theatre of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
That's what I have.
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you.
Yes.
The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Isn't the one you have super rusty? Yes. But that's the greatest thing because I found that one. Then now I know. Because if I wouldn't have found that one, then I wouldn't know where the bullet came from. Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
No, I'm just like surprised about how it was just a coincidence that I forgot to check the bullet, and then I found the rifle, and now I know where the bullet come from. And if I wouldn't have found the rifle first, then that wouldn't have worked. Who uses Bell Magrave rifles? My grave? I don't know how to say that. Rifle these days.
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache.
Yeah.
Only in working order.
That's very good.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this come from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell Magrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
This game has so many layers. Yeah, exactly. I love it because, yeah, if I, if you think that, oh, I did this wrong. I thought like, oh, I forgot to check the bullet. I continue because I was just like, continuing looking around things. And I thought, oh, I did a mistake. In fact, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake that I took the time to check the bullet. I wouldn't have, if I would have, I would have checked the bullet back then. I would have said, oh, there's no information to find. That's what I mean. Yeah, there can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around. That's probably a good thing.
I have to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech loaders in peacetime.
Okay.
Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Makes you consider every shot. I like it. Word what? Getting shot? Yeah. Makes you consider every shot.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Imagine.
But back to the investigation.
So, yeah, imagine, exactly. Seems we are looking for an antique enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? Looks directly at player. Well, Aram and Shamrock bangers are crossing over into Martinez. I don't know. Can they be guerrillas or antique enthusiasts? Maybe?
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Oh, maybe...
Okay, and? An antique. That makes sense.
Okay,
I have to hand it to
can I
some
do it
new
again?
arse-
Wait.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles
What?
is a
Getting
policy
shot?
enforced by the Moralist
I'm trying to see if I
International
can do
in
the same
all the
thing.
nations of the Real Belt.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens...
I'm
but
going to
back
ask
the
this again.
investigation.
Wait. Could the victim have been mixed with some foreign guerrilla fighters?
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Okay, he didn't change anything. Okay, the bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. That's good. I'm so happy I found that. I have this photo of the tattoos as well. I always forget that I need to ask around about the tattoo. Look at a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo then. Cool. What's that? Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Oh wait, we can go higher even. Should we? Let's go. What's the worst that can happen? Oh! Oh, we came out. Now we know where this thing where's going to. Okay, okay. Okay. So can we turn this off? What was something
This
about?
orange machine
Oh, yeah,
is buzzing
shortcut,
like an
yeah.
old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Okay.
It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Hey, unlike Inland Empire is always putting me down. I don't like that. I wanted to become a poet. Try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy
In
here.
fact, no, I never liked to write poetry. It's funny because my family runs a poetry thing. My dad also writes poetry. You see, a chess player plus writer of poetry. And my grandfather writes poetry. And my sister writes poetry. But me, I don't know. Poetry is not my thing that much. I like to read some poetry, especially like, strangely enough, political poetry. I don't know why. Do they write good poetry though? Of course, especially my dad is very good. I love his poems because they are not romantic poems, you know. They are very dark, and I love that. And I like the more that style, you know. Like I used to read like a lot of poetry, you know, from Spanish like goth poems. Not goth, but yeah, death and like, you know, poverty and things like this. You know, Miguel Hernandez, for example, those kind of poetry I used to read. Political poetry. Oh my God, no! But you know, of a revolutionary poetry. It's good. You know, from the Civil War in Spain, there's quite a lot of good poems from that, and as well from Chile as well. I used to read those kind of things. Come out, you're black and tans. I suppose in Ireland there's quite a lot of those as well. You know, I like my flashlight here.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar.
What is
You're
a
just
super
wasting
pry
your
bar?
time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Okay.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there,
I know.
you can equip it to a held slot.
Almost all our poems are about the Brits. Yeah. Exactly. Where are my tools? Cannot. There. Okay.
This orange machine is buzzing like an
Oh,
old submarine.
pry bar is not
It
strong
has
enough,
a
though.
hand-cranked ice cream churner on top.
I don't think
and
this will
an
work.
electric freezer.
But wait, what if I disconnect the cable though? Wait a
Two
minute.
cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one
Yeah,
leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
The black one.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. It's black. It's not like it's the red one because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. No, I don't know why I unplug it. I do things without any reason. I just try things.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
Let's leave it like that. So we finish now with the freaking body, right? So we can put it back. So oh wait. What's in there?
The bear's eyes
Wait.
are still.
No, close. What's in here? The wall collapse is inaccessible now. Oh, that is the chimney,
Thick
right?
layer of coal dust covers the furnace,
It's not the
coloring
reach.
it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. Wait, I was not supposed to find a part of singing karaoke. Yeah. Search for the malignant entity. Pleasant said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. I can go from here, right?
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
And anyway, I'm already dirty, so look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What?
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying.
What the fuck is
or
this?
what's producing them.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim. No, I'm not going to say I'm hallucinating because he's going to lose all respect for me. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really?
He looks
Should
up the
investigate.
ceiling.
See if someone's upstairs.
Physical instrument. I might use my point now. Smear your hands with coal. These voices are heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity. Pleasant said it lives in the chimney. What if I smear my hands?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists.
Why?
No, that would be stupid.
Those voices I heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity. Pleasant said it lives in the chimney. Yeah,
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
But then maybe there's someone living there. Doesn't mean that it's supernatural.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Let's try a physical instrument. Let's add the point. Right. Physical instrument. Yes. What if I level up? Okay. And then try to see if that will work. Yes, because now it's 72%. I could keep it with my food, but let's try.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Okay. Hello? You hear a woman's voice answer?
you've awakened the entity.
This is the police. Who's there? What am I going to say? To a woman living inside a chimney. I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit! And we are not playing Phasmophobia here, please. Hello, are you there? Speak to me. I'm going to say this is the police. Who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Oh.
After you, officer.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Kick it with your foot.
A hollow ring echoes through the
Ow!
furnace.
I hurt
Your
myself.
toe hurts.
Okay. Well, can I heal? Yeah, let's heal. I hurt
A
myself.
thick layer of coal dust
Wait.
covers the furnace,
And how-
coloring it pitch black.
How can I go? Wait a minute. I don't know. How can I go there? I don't... There's a way to get upstairs somewhere else. Oh, maybe downstairs. There was the chimney in here. Let's check. Right? The entrance of the chimney was here. Is it? This is the entrance.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles.
Yeah, no, I told it. You cannot. But wait, wait, what? I saw some. Wait a minute. What is this? What? Where there is a point in there? How do I go there? Oh, I think I found a way. Oh, what's that? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. The floorward creaks. What is this? Postcard La Delta 51. What's that? What's this? The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia tone. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghost of skyscrapers disappear into a beige mid-day mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Oh, I didn't read this. I can sell it for 50 reals. Oh my god. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule note. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Oh, I can put it in the radio computer. I forgot about it. And this one, a ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. Wait, don't tell me that this is la petanca. Like in Argentina, the old men used to play petanca in the, I don't know how to say that in English, and in the park. You feel like you should hold on this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sport equipment would be a sin. Bowls, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember my grandfather used to play. I don't think this was the way though, but maybe here? Oh, there. Okay. Hello? This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Okay. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. My people. They are
Hello.
the RPG players. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair. Delicious RPG dice.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Wait, you will love. This reminds me, like, the only good thing about sometimes of TikTok is like it sends me like very particular videos, right? And there's this guy that he's writing a fantasy book, and in the meantime he started like a series on TikTok last year about like it's called Roll for Sandwich, right? So he rolls he rolls the die, and just for like having random ingredients in his sandwich. And I think he does it every 3 days. No, three days per week. I think he does Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's very good because like basically he has a list of ingredients, different type of breads, different type of meats and roughage and like sauce, and then he randomly throws the die and then gets a random sandwich, and then he has to eat them. He has to eat them all, and then like he points, like he puts scores on the sandwiches, and he's discovering very, very weird mixtures that work and very weird mixtures that they don't work, and then he gets like nausea and everything. It's very fun. But I love making a good sandwich is an art. Yeah, I love the dice that he used, and he gets like sent by the viewers. Now he's getting like constantly new dice, and then he shows the collection. It's amazing. Hope he doesn't roll all ones. I can show you some videos. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I follow him just because I like to see the random sandwiches that he gets, so it's cool. And also because he gets like really weird ingredients as well.
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for
She's
now.
not a malicious entity. She's just crazy.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on. What do you mean by milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what?
Podcast.
It doesn't
yeah.
even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
This is like a very strange thing of English as well, right? Like dice and then plural die. Why English? Why?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
It's so strange. The first time that I learned about it, I was like, why?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Large inclusion, sharp edges, preferably minor gemstones. Yeah. Ooh, what am I going to ask? Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why I'm here. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. Yeah, let's just say that.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games.
You always need dice. Become dice goblin. In fact, I don't have dice in my my house. I need to buy some.
I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part
I
of the
have
room,
many.
growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Okay.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
You see? They are nice people. You are nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Do they?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? This is like artisan furries.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Oh, Inland Empire, shut up.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or
I don't have
hear
big bucks to
anything
spend,
unusual
but I
last
spend them
Sunday evening.
anyway. Exactly. This is like, you know, as well my collection of records. Like you are thinking like, oh, in fact I shouldn't be spending this money, but why not?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example. Okay.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
Thank you, drama.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window, pale light comes in. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sundayness, but she knows then. And you never took your eyes off the word to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
That's true. If you have light inside, you cannot see outside.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay, I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. Okay.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
So how does she get in?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Inland Empire is so dramatic.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, his ceiling fading into shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that the people call it the Doom commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Yep, exactly. Pleasance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yes.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Yeah, the real curse was capitalism, exactly. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The course is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. Actually, yeah, I will say this. The bookstore isn't doing that well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, some customers, myself, have trouble paying bills. No, the world isn't doing well either. This waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. And not because of me, I'm the curse.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. What kind of tools lie there scattered from knives to carving files to wire cutters?
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Pleasance thinks it's because you are the source of it. A malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
No.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think I still might be you that's causing this. No. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Exactly.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Yeah, I know drama. Yep.
The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Why hasn't her business failed? Ooh, shivers. No. Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone. Can you put the flashlight down, Officer Low? No, I like to move it. In her face, look. Tell me the truth. Don't know.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Yeah, the guys from the RPG game.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Oh my god. I have so many questions. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Yes. The men, they don't like the androgynous word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Wait. Physical instrument, what are you talking about?
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Yeah, conceptualization is right. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I will never let anyone androgynous touch my hair. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinion on hairstyle. What's wrong with experimentation? Yeah.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under the headscarf. Okay. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Oh, who was Artemitep? Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Judging from the kids I met so far. Kuno! I like Kuno! We said that we like Kuno because he reminds us of the Gallagher brothers, so yeah. Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
Oh, she doesn't know Kuno. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. He's sort of the king around here.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window, her face reflecting back in the dark. Oh, so she knows Kuno, in fact.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh, I want it now then.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Okay, then no.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago.
Why not?
It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Okay, it was worse. Okay, what's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milius. Who would have guessed?
Wait, so every business in fact was related to drugs and that's why it didn't work?
What's the snuff milieu?
Snuff familiar.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What? Why my sock is bothering me? Sorry. Ugh. I don't know, my sock started to bother me. How?
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if it's just another piece of
I'm not
information
working.
to lay out for the world.
How? Don't look up snuff film. Really?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounds lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Everyone did drugs.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
The what? Insect right activists? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Mannequins, you mean drug queens? Yeah. Everything is made of drug in here. But no, this one it seems... Cheating? It's made in the Occident. Beetle wings.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which
Chitin?
of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Why is it called kiting? For me, it's cheating.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Chitin is what an insect carapace is called in English. Yeah, I know, but again, English. CH. Why all of a sudden is K? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Insects don't have any brains or feelings. We don't know if insects doesn't have feelings. Wait a minute. I'm glad that someone's took care of the little guys. I like insects. Nod. And they got what they deserve. Making clothes out of the beetle wings is a terrible idea. I don't like insects, so I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say this one.
At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original.
She's shifting her simple workwear shirt.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Just clean, woman.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What does this transmission say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
47.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Interfacing, are you okay there? Why do I want to make a sword? Okay, I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face. Ooh.
She liked them.
Okay.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Okay.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive, I have to say. Fucking hell, that story.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
But they're right.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up work on time is incredibly hard. Well, no, I always show up on time. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Oh, she tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Okay. I rolled 1.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
She didn't like what I said.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story. Did she throw like a curse at me with that die?
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Drugs?
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
Oh, rhetoric.
Fritta does the same thing.
Fritte. I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritte. I love Fritte. As a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. You should learn how to support other women, not bring them down. They invented booth babes. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is stock space. I'm surprised they show up at work at all. That's an award-winning idea. No, it's not. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out of the business? I would say, what did they expect? 20 cents per hour is stock space. Yeah.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. The bear! It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
And I left the body there.
Eventually, Ravachol Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
It's a market doing its job. I'm sure the bird was doing its best. The bird was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared like he could become alive any moment now. It's the market doing its job. Yeah.
Maybe. Because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Oh, it's the drugs. Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Conceptualization is like, that's a cool name.
Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast? A Megatherion is a cool name for a bear. Yeah.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I could have vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs, so I'm not going to lie. I do drugs, let's say. I got a vision beast myself.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control.
I have a bear inside.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. I think she likes to talk about the Megatherion.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
I found
I've
the
been here for a
building's
long
intercom,
time.
but it's not working. Well, yeah, I was just thinking, how she gets, you know, people asking for help.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Yeah.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you're telling me that you have a doorbell there? Which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
So how people like find her and get the dice? What? I have a few more questions. Tyrion is Greek for beast. Ah. So and Mega is big. So big beast.
Sure, I'm listening.
I don't think I have. Actually, I have a lot of
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I would like to order a tie from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'm looking for something to help in my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. Two polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
Okay.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Ah,
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
totally overthinking -1. Let's try to catch them. Let's see.
Mr. Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand.
I'm a ladies'
Just like
man. I'm going to do a wink. Yes, wink.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one
Ooh,
is
she
made
winks
of
back at me.
bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay.
I know how
And
to
the
treat the
blue one
ladies.
is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
Thank you.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
Why hasn't her business failed? I have very low shiver, so I'm not going to ask that. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for the autosave as well. So, oh, wait.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Those dice sounds nice, yeah. They sound like a baller die. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
We should take care of that then.
But I don't have the money. Robocop time.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his
sorry,
best
I
to not
hit my
make you
leg.
feel any worse than you already do.
Wait, but I wanted... First of all, I want to check the dice. These two 20-side dice have the color of a police alarm, bloodstone of red and lapis lazuli for blue. Lazuli? Get in the bin. If you roll down and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene and it's raining. Note, look at the map tab in your journal to see which white checks have opened. What? Really? Oh. Wait a minute. But I don't have a map. Oh, I needed to buy a map, right? Dozen white are available to try now. I have so many. But I don't have the map because I still don't have a map. If you had a map that I say you should buy. Yeah, but I have money now, but the place is closed. I bought the book. Wait.
Yes?
How can I do this one? This one. Ah, I need to go on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 10. Okay. Well, let's go. You put a self-help book instead. Look! It sounded interesting. I learned things. The map can wait. There are some things that you cannot understand. Can I... No, not this. Can I take this? Wait. Get out this. Get in this. Can I put it? I cannot put this. How do I use it? Do I go directly to the thing? Let's try. I want to try this one.
Tiles on the cube are
Oh,
still
yes.
smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth
Why I
draw,
was going to
the
say
filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play again.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Okay.
Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest?
There's no ghost.
Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Oh, Jesus.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Okay.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
Sanguilaine?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Oh, you mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
I don't know.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It's called the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
What's the password?
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
This is the police. Please open the thing. Banana?
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Okay.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Okay.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
It is my birthday.
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company
Fortress
on whose
Accident,
name the
sorry.
terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear the flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious scare.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Oh, so it's something maybe around here.
That's not bad.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Wait,
Fortress
I want to ask her the question.
That's not
Wait,
bad.
well, so conceptual.
Hmm.
Okay, she didn't like that anyway.
Any other questions?
Why are you a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am
Yvonne.
74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Okay.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I'm not going to say that. Okay, but where are you? How do you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Okay.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Empathy. Oh, yes, my empathy that we got up once we did the feminism. Does it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
Yeah, but talk to people randomly about random things and passwords is not the same, you know, as having a relationship with someone, woman.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now. Press off, silent.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
I want
Fluorescent
to...
play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
What if I press print?
Nothing happens. The filament slides
I'm
out
going to
of its
keep it
glowing nest.
with myself. You never know. Okay, so let's go to the hotel. We can go this way instead, instead of going down all the way. No, it was here, right? Let's go. Okay. Let's go and talk to the manager and see if I can stay in my room for the night. Also, I need to come back there and try to find my badge and my gun. Oh! What's all this? And get your shoe, yeah! Inside you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, strike posters and red pennants. Wow. Okay.
Can I help you?
By the way, I'm going to... No, I cannot sing a karaoke. No, because I still need a song, it says. My thing, it says here. Wait. Pay for the damage. Try negotiating, yeah. So my thing, it says here. I need to get hold of a sad song on tape. So I need first a song. So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Come on, man. Kim is about to say something. Yeah, let's Kim handle it.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
There you go.
forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stopped mid-sentence. Look, I stopped drinking. I have not drank in the whole day.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on. I still have my key, you know? And this conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Yeah, I'm going to say the manager is my spirit animal. Garty? Yeah. I still have my key.
Good luck trying to use it.
He tapped his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter. Oh.
Draconian measures.
He changed the fucking lock.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, he said.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Okay.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay. Fuck you. Okay, let's go to his motor carriage. Also, can I stop, like, holding... Yeah, this. Let's put it there. I need my shoe! I only have one shoe! Let me get into my room! I want to find the shoe! I lost my shoe. Okay. What do we have in the carriage? Keeping the shoe hostage, exactly. Like, who does that?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Okay, look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Okay.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
What do you mean confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Look at Kim. Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Do you want to put his spinners on your machine? Haha, that's what he wanted to do.
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Just not.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Okay.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate your help. Take the spinners.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okay. Let's go. What do... Oh, take the spinners. Okay. Where are the spinners? I want to see them. The magnificent hubcap spinners. 200! The Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you so that you can pay for your room at the Whirling. They are slate blue and shimmer hotly in the light. I don't know how to pronounce that. So south. This way, I suppose. Oh, what's this? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. What's that? Can I go this way? Well, that's that. You were right, it's genocide. I'll try to say things just because I don't know how to say things. What is this? Oh, Roy's pawn shop. Fast cash for faster times. What is this? Is this the Hobocock thing? Fingerless gloves. Electrochemistry. Take them. What's that? Waterlogged out of order until Wednesday 7:15 a.m. Oh, there's something here.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Okay.
This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Well, let's not pull it for now. I just want to go to the pawn shop first. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of things to look at. What's that? Some kind of machine. An antique cash register? What about this one? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is wearing away. Welcome to the pawn shop. Thank you. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashion thrown in. What's this?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Heimdall burning.
Oh, Heimdall! Badass! Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Ugh.
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
My perception of smell is good.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
So I can smell.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
That's a rad man from Heimdall t-shirt you got there. These balls could give whales goosebumps. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
It must be a serious man from Heimdall. I like that. I don't know. It sounds like very like Finnish or Danish or Norwegian or something.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hjälmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
What?
Most people don't think that the man from Hjälmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
What do you mean the man from Heimdall was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjälmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
It's like the people that used to believe that Sherlock Holmes existed. So.
Okay.
He sounds incredulous.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
Okay.
Besides, I've been to Kotla. though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
Thank you, conceptualization. I like them. Thank you.
Very, very unique energies indeed.
And my
Geomagnetic
inland
ley
empire.
lines, one might even say.
My inland empire always believes so much crap. How much are you saying? Well, this shirt celebrates a false hero, a guardian of the masculine order. Is this my feminism talking? Let's go for it.
I doubt the real man from Hjelmdal was as poor a role model as the one in the popular literature.
Okay.
But yes, the books are very sexist, in a not entirely unenjoyable way.
Typical man. How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
Only 2. But I need the map.
That's dirt cheap.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow. Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Because I'm a broke cope without a cent to my name. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way?
I deal in goods, not services.
Okay, I'll leave the t-shirt for now. I can buy it later on. What else we have here? Oh, what is
A
this?
typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Okay, let your gaze run over the street light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Okay, where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
Altered?
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker, pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. How much for the street light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Okay. I have 764. Okay, you're so crazy, dude. No. And... oh, what's this?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tip of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with
That
a big
one.
old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
I need my songs.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
Who is my inland empire? It's saying so many weird things.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure.
But I need for the karaoke.
You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Okay, but I still need a tape first. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
He doesn't like music. Okay. Let's leave it for now. But we know when we have a tape if we're playing our sad songs, we know where to come and buy it, so it costs 12.
You see
free.
rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay.
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Action figures. Win who's back?
Yes, buy something nice. A figurine.
Inspect the knights on horseback?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Okay, Kid knows about action figures.
A long, long time ago.
Okay, inspect the blue on uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Point at the blue figurines. What exactly are these?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Okay, inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers.
Okay.
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope even we can do it. The construct is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Garty, whose bitch made me. I like that one. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. No, I like that one. That's my friend Garty, whose bitch it made me. Okay, I need to say that one.
Okay. I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
Okay, let's try it. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, what is this? Show it to the shopkeep.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
It's like the Sleepy Hollow movie. He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in
I
a
need to
tiny
buy it for
cap
50
too.
cents.
I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many
I'm
interpretations.
going to buy it. Coast. Purchase the headless fallen rider and his cap. I'm buying it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
There you go. Can I see it? Step away from the table. What did I buy? Oh, so cool. The plastic headless fallen rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Come as a set with the infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Oh yeah, I got this one. I got this this mesh tank top. Clinically insane. Where did you even get that one? No, really. Who put it in the drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. I love that one. And then I got these fingerless gloves now. Cigarette stained fingertips. Gasoline stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provides some warmth and comfort. It's very funny. I'm still wearing, by the way, the yellow gloves, but I just like it. So. Okay, let's talk with this dude. So.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Yeah, I know. The man at the counter tends to use slowly.
What can I do for you?
This is very creepy. This figurine sometimes come into the light. He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Okay. Oh, you're suffering as well from the curse?
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
I really want to know who was the first person to say, hey, I'm going to open a pawn shop. You know? What was the idea behind? Like saying, I'm going to, you know, pay people for giving me stuff and then making them pay more for taking it back. It's a very weird concept. The bank? Well, but the bank, you buy things, right? Here is more like desperation that brought it. So, yeah, I don't know.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
I need to find this. I'm going to find online who was the first person to open a pawn shop. I need to know this now. Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. Look around. Typical vacuous consumerism objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are press your fingers to your lips more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Nah, quite the collection. Yeah, I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. Oh, what is this? Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Wow, okay. I can use my electrochemistry for this one. Let's try it.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Wow, okay, I can find which drugs people are taking. Pyrolidon. What?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness.
What?
It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
What the fuck? Okay. It's just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around, step closer. So, could you take your sunglasses? I like to check your eyes. I'm not going to say that. Get straight to the point. Okay, let's get straight to the point. So, where does the man get this thing?
How would I know?
He steps back, studying you.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Yeah.
Parolidon is just something you know, since the People's Power disaster.
He coughed as if to mark his words.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Ah, great.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
What is a particle decay generator?
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Okay, what is it called? The People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West.
Okay, so there was like a freaking power plant that failed?
Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Does this help that back in December during my holidays I watched Chernobyl? It was like that series that I wanted to watch for such a long time, and finally I took the time to watch it, and it was so depressing. And it was funny that I watched it during my holidays, but yeah. It was not exactly a series that I would watch during like happy times of holidays, but I had to do it. It was amazing. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Yeah.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I even like cried in some of the episodes. It was really hard to watch, but so good.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. It must have been tough radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head. Yeah.
So much bitterness.
Empathy. And I understand.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it.
So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole.
I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Oh no, I feel sad for the man.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
I'm not going to ask him for his medication. You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Know anything about the Wild Pines representative that's in town?
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of Wild Pines. And I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
Wait. What do you have against Wild Pines?
What should I have for it?
Have you met the Wild Pines rep?
No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have more questions, or are we?
Ever had any dealings with the union boss?
He's been by the shop a couple of times.
He gives a lazy half shrug. Actually, that's all
The
I got.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Yeah, he's so out there, poor guy. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the one carried by the officers of the citizen militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Oh.
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? I pawned my gun?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. What?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
I sold you my gun?
You,
I did?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Oh well, at least we have one of the tasks almost completed.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Jesus.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quite yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself
Was
with
I
it
about
tonight.
to kill myself?
And that you need the money.
Yeah. And what did I do with the money after then? Buy more alcohol?
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
Only 15 real, I'm an idiot. Whoa, sir.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow.
Wow.
There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I'd notice. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further, yeah.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it.
Pig.
And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Whoa.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Look, I don't know anything, dude. I just woke up.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I cannot say all the other things. There is only one explanation. No. Maybe she's a vigilante. No. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizen militia? Okay, maybe. But I'm just sorry. I'm sorry I'm an idiot and I'm an alcoholic, okay? And I don't know what the fuck I was doing. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Yeah. I will. Look, I have been doing a great job. Let's be honest.
This mess, he means your mess.
Okay. I know empathy. Thank you very much. Any idea where can I find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Any name? But in the pawn shop, normally you give a name, right?
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
I thought you'd had to. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Yeah.
Of course.
There's something I would like to sell.
Yes, We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket. Give me everything, dude.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I would like to sell my clothes. I'll check my pocket. Wait, I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. No, I'm talking about the tattoos, dude. Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know.
Okay.
Sell me something lighter.
He likes lights.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Okay, so I can sell things
Anything
now.
else you're thinking of selling?
But I don't want to sell this. I don't want to sell this. No. No, close it. For now, we are fine. My clothes?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly. Also, I still smell of death, by the way. If we remember, yeah, wash off the death smell. So I don't think he wants that. So yeah, I don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
I have other business to take care of now. Thank you. So, going to leave it there because in fact in the game it's 11:51 and in the reality, in my reality, it's 11:56, so it's late at night. But yeah, we made, let Kim go to bed. Yeah, exactly. We made quite a lot of progress, I have to say, today, because we put the dead body in the fridge. That was important. We found the cause of death of the hanging man. So that it was not hanging, he was shot on the throat. So they put a rifle in his mouth and they shot him, and as well we found that it's a very antique rifle, so that's very interesting as well. And now we found that I sold my gun. Bad. So, and we have now the money to pay the damage, so I can do that for the next stream. And all the other things I didn't go. Well, we found the curse. It was not a curse. It was just a woman building dice in the building. So I need to report back to Pleasance about the findings, and I need to wash my death smell, but that's when I go to my room, I suppose. So we have quite a lot of information about the murder weapon. We didn't make any progress about this or the tattoos or who put the clothes on the trash, but you know, this was a very, very interesting progression, let's just say. I'm progressing in the story, and I'm so happy because last stream I was just thinking like, oh my god, I didn't progress anything in the story, but now it's getting there. So track down your gun, keep looking, maybe someone else knows something. So yep, thank you so much. Let me save my game before I finished, because you never know. Let's save. Saving. How many more hours? Ooh, I don't know. I think this game will take me so many streams, and I'm happy about that. I'm very happy that my Fridays are blocked now with this Elysium for a while. So, let me go very quick to... Oh, my game, my screen got blocked. What the heck? Oh, well. Let me... This Elysium stopped responding. What? That was a good one. So, let's just finish. It's quite a long game. I'm not going to get this game, just watch you. Oh, really, Moses? Okay. You know, I will be here every Friday, so you are too far in, yeah. But you know, I read that the good thing of this game is that you can do it in very different orders, and it also like supposedly, you know, you made your character as well different, so you will have different options. So, you know, eventually maybe it will be good to get the game. I remember it happened to me with I watch people playing Papers, Please. And then I eventually got it because I got fascinated about how many different ways you can play the game and how many different endings you can get. So, you know, sometimes with games like this, even if you watch someone playing, you can still, you know, make your own twist of the story and have it your own way. So, you know, maybe eventually you can get it. I have to say, this Elysium, in the end, I only paid 10 euros, and I'm feeling that it's not worth it, you know. I mean, it's not worth it only 10, it's worth it much more. But, you know, I understand that sometimes some games I just prefer to watch people playing them and instead of playing them myself, especially horror. Because I'm too chicken to play them, but yeah. Thank you so much, Moses, Doom Train 5, aka Folly, and Doom Train Inc. for being here in the stream, and for everyone, you know, everyone that has been lurking. Who did your artwork? No, it's just like I did it myself. I took some images, like images that they were. From the internet, and then for the emojis, that was a very, very special person that I credited already, and I put her as my artist. That was Sunny. She's not in the streams that often anymore, but before she used to be. So the Axolotl playing a game. Yeah, that one it's a free image that I got from the internet. But for the emojis, yeah, it was a good friend of mine, Sunny. So she was she likes to do, you know, some arts, and I love axolotls, so you know, it was just my image then. And I love axolotls since way before Minecraft, so it's not about Minecraft. I loved them since the 90s when I read a book, just a short story about an axolotl, so I became obsessed about them. So yeah, so all my, like, the emojis of the channel are all axolotls as well, so, but you know, honestly, only subscribers can get them. I wish I could give you know, emojis to followers. I wish Twitch would let people do that, but they don't. I feel a little bit like weird about it. You know, that you have to subscribe to get emojis, and I don't care. I don't care really about, like, you know, getting more subscribers or not. So it's just, you know, having fun here on the stream. So yeah, I should put like here at the end of the stream maybe a message about like Sunny that made like the emojis. That would be so nice. And she also made the images in the like in the channel. So my logo, my like the logo that I have. So I hope she's very good at it. So well, Sunday. I'm going to continue playing Mafia 3. I don't know for how long. I'm losing my patience. I was watching my stream of the other day and oh my god, I was so angry. And you know what is the funny thing? I saw that so many people watch that stream, like that VOD. It has so many views. I think people love watching me being angry, so that was funny. But yeah, I will continue to be angry on on Sunday, play more Mafia 3. And Monday, I'm going to do Conrad Stevenson Paranormal PI, so the new update, because yeah, I went to see about the new ghost. I am so done with Mafia 3. I have to say, I'm so done with that game. Jesus, it's making me so angry. Friday again. Why? I'm mixing all the days in my head. Wednesday, I don't have Spider-Man anymore. So, most probably I'm going to take a break next Wednesday. I'm not going to be streaming, but I was just thinking for the Wednesday after to play maybe some short games that I can do once in a while, you know, not to do a series on Wednesdays until, you know, Spider-Man 2 comes out. But yeah, just to play some short games. I'm about to get the Game Pass, so I'm going to have there some short games I can play, like Unpacking, I think it's called one, that I wanted to play for a long time. Another one is Scorn. That's like maybe two streams more or less, but I still have to get it. So yeah, so then not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after. So then yeah, for now I will continue then Sundays Mafia, Mondays Conrad Stevenson Paranormal PI, and then I was just thinking of doing a little bit of Forewarn because there was a new update of Forewarn coming today. So I went to see what is in there, and then we have always my favorite day of the week, Friday, because not only is, you know, we are about to get into the weekend, but also we have Disco Elysium, and I'm loving this game so much. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm so happy that it's going to be freaking long and it's going to take me so many Fridays to finish it. I don't mind. So thank you everyone for joining, and probably then see you Sunday. Have a good night. See you. Bye bye.